Welcome to The Inner Strategy, the blueprint behind bold leadership. I'm Scott Smith, and this is my short-form podcast where every day we're going to tap into timeless truths and modern clarity so you can lead with stillness and strength in our chaotic world. One of my favorite concepts and something that I try to live my life by is faith. Faith is all about action. Faith itself is an action term. Faith is not passive. Faith is moving in the direction we need to move, even when we can't see the end from the beginning. Epictetus said, faith is not expecting things to turn out the way you want, but accepting how they turn out. That's really strength and trust. It's letting go of control without giving up your responsibility for the outcome. And as Dieter F. Uchtdorf puts it, there are times when we have to step into the darkness in faith, confident that God will place solid ground beneath our feet once we do. See, sometimes there's no map, there's no guarantee. There's only the next step to take. Now, spoiler alert for a movie from 1989, which at this time of recording is 36 years ago. So I don't have any spoiler guilt. If you haven't seen it already, I suggest fixing that. But remember the scene from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where Indiana Jones is looking for the cup Christ drank from at the Last Supper to save his father, who is awesomely played by Sean Connery, the best. Love Sean Connery. And he gets to the edge of a path with what looks like an infinite drop off the side. Now, Indiana Jones, who is famously played by Harrison Ford, is left with a choice. He looks at the guidebook where he sees the image of a person standing in midair between the edge and the other side. And he kind of looks above him and mutters, "The path of God." Then the realization hits and he says, "It's a leap of faith." It's a really powerful scene that is filled with that realization and pans back to his father whispering the thoughts that each of us as parents have for our children. "You must believe, boy, you must believe." And in what I think is one of the most powerful scenes, and one that absolutely echoes Stoic principles and faith hand in hand, Indy stops, puts his hand to his chest, takes a deep breath, and grabs a moment of stillness. And then calmly puts his foot out and steps into what appears to be absolute nothingness. He takes that leap of faith. Don't wait for certainty. Today, don't stall waiting for guarantees. Lead with faith in yourself, in others, in something bigger than you. Believe and act accordingly. There are times when we have to step into the darkness in faith, confident that God will place solid ground beneath our feet once we do. Because that step into the dark, off the edge into nothing, like Harrison Ford took, that is where the magic of life happens. That's where you will see miracles. And you'll wonder why you waited to take that leap. Have faith in yourself. Let's go. Thanks for spending a few quiet moments with me today. If the inner strategy helps you lead with more presence, power, and purpose, take a moment to share it with someone who needs it. Remember, your legacy is built in the still moments, and your strength is found within. Until next time, lead boldly, live wisely.